Alright guys, so in Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter number 63, when Beerus and Whis were talking, right after they arrived on Earth, something very strange was happening. And guys, I'm talking about Whis right here. I'm talking about the behavior of Whis, how he was acting while talking about Beerus, and just everything else. And Whis was even being strange with Beerus as well. That's how strange just everything was. So when Beerus and Whis were hovering over the unconscious bodies of Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, and Gohan, Whis said, "I left the Galactic Patrol agent behind," and Beerus replied back, "What do I care?" And then after that, Beerus said, "But the God of Earth can save them now, right?" And Whis replied back, "Yes." And here Beerus was talking about Dende saving everyone by healing them. And then Beerus once again says, "Okay, time to go." And guys, as soon as he said that, there was a concern on Whis' face. And then Whis replied back to Beerus, "Where?" Then Beerus replied back, "Bulma's place." And then once again Beerus looks back at Whis and he said, "You said we're coming to Earth to eat some delicious stuff. Preserving Earth's gourmet goodies is the only reason why I ever saved those idiots." And then guys, Whis realizes and he says, "Ah, but of course." So when Beerus was leaving and he says, "Okay, time to go." And so with that, Whis asked him to where. But guys, the thing here is, Whis should not have asked Beerus where, because he was the one that mentioned to Beerus that they're going to Earth to eat some delicious foods. He was the one that brought Beerus to Earth for the food, but now he's asking to where. And Beerus had to tell Whis the reason why they came to Earth, and that was for food, because Whis promised him food. And after that guys, after Beerus said that, Whis finally realized it, that what he promised to Beerus. As we all know, Whis is a very intelligent being, there is no doubt about that. But guys, here his mind was just somewhere else. He was thinking about something else, and that was that his intention is to be here at the battlefield. The reaction that Whis gave off, it was like he wanted to be present at the battlefield at all times, for some reason. And when Beerus and Whis were heading towards Bulma's house, Beerus suddenly says, "Hey, I feel like we're missing someone. Where is Beerus?" And then Whis, in a very strange way, he replied back, "Oh, it seems that he got separated from us." And then once again Whis says, "No harm in leaving Beerus behind." And guys, as Beerus was taking on Moro, and as he was using more and more of his angelic powers, Beerus suddenly says to Whis, "Feels like Beerus just started using those angel powers. You sure about all this?" And guys, Whis replies back, "As you know, Lord Beerus, I do not act except under your direct command." And once again, as Beerus was unleashing more and more of his angelic powers at the maximum, his body was slowly becoming see-through. And Beerus said with a concerned face, "His body is already see-through." And Whis replies back, "Sadly, it would seem that we're too late." And guys, right after that, in frustration, Beerus says, "You left Beerus behind, knowing that this would happen." And just like before, in a very strange way, Whis replies back, "Who, me? Not at all." And while being angry and frustrated, Beerus says, "What kind of excuse are we gonna tell the Grand Priest?" And Whis finally replies back, "We shall have to think on that." So this whole behavior of Whis in all these scenes was that he did not care about Beerus and what would happen to Beerus. And guys, and even Beerus said that Whis intentionally left Beerus behind, knowing the outcome, knowing that Beerus was going to unleash his angelic powers. And that only meant one thing, and that was the erasure of Beerus. Now guys, let's go all the way back to Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter number 55. That was when Whis went to the Grand Priest to talk to him about Beerus. But the Grand Priest was already aware of what Beerus was doing. So with that, the Grand Priest wanted to stop Beerus by himself. But then Whis asked the Grand Priest if he could get Beerus and deal with him on his own. He even told the Grand Priest that all this time Beerus hasn't really broken any law of the angels just yet, because all this time he was fighting using the mortal weapons, and he was also just training Goku, which Whis also does as well. He trains mortals, Vegeta and Goku. And then after hearing everything that Whis just said to him, the Grand Priest decided and put Whis in charge of Beerus. And then he said, "Go on, I leave Beerus in your care." And at last, as Whis was about to leave, the Grand Priest suddenly said to him, "But do keep an eye on that one." And Whis replied back, "Understood." And guys, lastly, the final words that the Grand Priest said to Whis were, "Troublemaker or not, I do not wish to lose an angel." So guys, the Grand Priest put Whis in charge of Beerus. He told him to look after Beerus and to keep an eye on him. And even Whis said he understands. And most importantly, the Grand Priest told Whis that He does not wish to lose an angel. And all this was a direct order from the Grand Priest to Whis, so that nothing bad happens to him. And as I have mentioned it before, in this chapter, Beerus said to Whis that he left Merues behind knowing that this would happen. But guys, the thing here is, Whis knew about this all along. Because in Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter number 55, as Merues was unleashing his full angelic power against Goku when he was training him, Whis arrived and stopped him. And guys, at that moment, Whis found out and he knew that Merues' plan was to travel to Earth and do battle against Moro with Goku. This was the plan that Merues had, and Whis knew about it. And guys, Whis also knew the outcome of that plan, and that was Merues getting erased out of existence without a single trace. But right now in Manga Chapter number 63, Whis doesn't really seem to care about Merues and what is happening to him and what is about to happen to him. He's being very careless towards Merues. But the Grand Priest gave Whis a direct order to look after Merues, to keep an eye on him, because he does not want an angel to be erased. And Whis told the Grand Priest that he understands and that he will look after Merues. And so guys, all this, even the behavior of Whis, is very strange. It really looks like that Whis is acting like he doesn't care, but behind the scenes something else is happening. Throughout the whole Dragon Ball Super, Whis was a being that was always ahead of everyone and everything, just one step ahead of everything. And most importantly guys, Whis was given a direct order from the Grand Priest to keep an eye on Merues. And Whis heavily respects the Grand Priest, and he doesn't seem like someone that would disobey the Grand Priest. So it is highly possible that Whis did something with Merues or to Merues, and somehow Whis will save Merues because it was a direct order from the Grand Priest, and Whis will obey it. And so with that, Whis here is playing a much bigger game than no one has figured out just yet. Not even Beerus has any idea what is happening and what Whis is doing right here. Anyways guys, that's about it. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you guys did enjoy this video, give it a huge thumbs up, and if you guys are brand new to this channel, be subscribed for more videos like this. Anyways guys, once again, thank you all so much for watching, and have a blessed day my friends.